Okay, we're
I don't.
live.
Have you hit record?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay, okay.
So,
Nice. This.
welcome. What do we call this?
Yeah. Hello, people. Um, space bonding.
Brickspace bonding?
I don't know.
I was thinking brickspace behind the brick.
Yeah, behind the brick. Yeah, just behind the brick, though, not brick space behind the brick.
Yeah, yeah.
Just, just, just behind the brick.
Okay, behind the brick. Behind the brick.
Yeah, behind the brick.
Okay, cool. I'm Thomas.
I'm Brian. This is Taz. Taz. Taz.
Aw, has he been
He's just
good?
here with me while I work. No, he's fine.
Good.
He's just a problem child in general.
Right. That's
So,
cool. So, I guess we can just start by talking about why we're doing this, maybe.
yeah. Well,
So,
if you want to market authentically,
yeah, so we're
whatever that means.
recording behind the scenes, talking about our business, what the fuck's going on, and then we can fucking post it.
That's right. I'll tell me to watch.
Yeah.
You
And
know what? I
we're
think one of
allowed
the
to
main
we're
reasons
allowed to
we're really,
swear. We're allowed to swear, right?
yeah, we're allowed to swear. I think so. I think it's fine.
Okay.
We can cut this up. I think one of the main reasons we're really doing it is because we need to find a way to, I think, generate content that people will actually watch. And I think one of the best ways of doing it is kind of just through trial and error and going through the process and going through the motions of figuring out what that means.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense at all.
Yeah.
And we don't know what that means either. So we're just doing this thing where we get on camera and we try to talk and come up with good concepts to then use at a later date and actually market.
Yeah. This is all gonna go we're all gonna get clipped. We're gonna clip
And we're
ourselves.
getting clipped up. Where's Allie right now? Is she gonna be behind the brick?
I was actually asking her like maybe we'd like have guest appearances, like we could phone in,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, phone it out. Yeah.
phone in the homies or whatever. But like I don't know, we can just do me and you for now. I feel like
Oh, we can do media.
yeah,
That's right. And then we'll get some business owners in.
yeah,
That's what we'll do actually. That's not a bad idea.
yeah,
Where were we? What we were gonna do? We were gonna do Slab initially.
yeah. You're gonna ask
Kind
me
of
some
just talk about
questions.
questions about Slab and its intro to the world and why we've kind of decided to do Slab and what we're hoping to, I guess, what its future will be and who will be using it and why they'll be using it and kind of why Tom's
Mm-hmm.
taking so much time to actually develop Slab and
That's a
go
lot.
through
That's
the
a
motions of
lot of
marketing it. Yeah, there is a lot.
that's
Um,
so what was the question? Why
one
are
of
we
the
doing
first
slab?
well, why do you think you were one of the first people to really dedicate a bunch of time to actually going with theme blocks and stepping away from, I guess, the norm in terms
Mm.
of Shopify 2.0? And why did you think Slab would be the future?
Well, okay. That's a good question. Um, okay, so Shopify announced like theme blocks probably 2 years ago by this point,
Yeah,
or
it was
something around that. And I mean, it just makes sense from like a development standpoint. Like you're building all these components. Like let's say you have a banner section. Within that banner, you have text, and that text is also used in other sections, like a grid section or a product section. So it just makes so much more sense to build a theme where the individual blocks are reused. So you can kind of mix and match things. Like it just makes sense. And to answer your other question, like why maybe I haven't or we haven't seen as many people adopt it. It's a lot of work. Um, that's probably number one. Number two, the theme store and Shopify hasn't been they haven't been the most clear on like what they're looking for in the theme store. And we kind of learned that the hard way, getting rejected with Slab.
Yeah.
So, um, and I think a lot of people saw that happen to us, and they were probably like, "Oh, like,
What's the point right now?
yeah, what's the point?" Um, I know there are. I think there's maybe I know there's two themes that use theme blocks. Maybe there's three. I don't think they went like as comprehensive as like what Slab
As
is.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's true.
like I mean Horizon itself, like the default theme uses theme blocks, but even that, like there's still like it's not completely with blocks. Like you can't like use blocks in the header or the footer. Um,
Yeah.
at
Where
least,
can you use blocks in Horizon? Have you clicked around on that? Because I never have.
yeah, I mean like it's like most of the theme you can, but it's not like I mean I don't know how to explain it. It's not like they don't have everything. Like it's obviously like a free theme. Like there's things that are missing that you might come to expect with like a premium theme. Like
Yeah.
specific features like upsells or like um I don't know, like very niche if you're doing like sibling products or like what else tables and I don't know. I feel like I can probably dig into that and like pull up some specific examples, but I'm having a hard time actually thinking about that.
Oh, that makes sense. Um, I had another point or another question I was going to ask. I totally forget it.
Slab.
Well, no, it was just about like why you think Slab actually got rejected in the first place. Do you think it? Like, I mean, they sent us a very nice email. It could have been. It couldn't have been any nicer of a rejection. It was like this is too complicated for the general public to use.
Yeah,
I guess Shopify didn't necessarily envision a user having so much freedom to actually control every single individual aspect of really the theme. Like truthfully, like that's kind of what Slab does. Like you do have like an extensive amount of freedom.
yeah. Well,
Um,
exactly.
from
Like
a design standpoint, at least not so much a functionality standpoint, but that's really Shopify's back end. Um, but from a developer standpoint, like really everything you want,
totally,
right? And I
totally.
think
I
that's
mean,
kind of
that's
why we're going the route that we're going, and we're really trying to push this towards developers because we do think, from a developer standpoint, like why would you really want to use anything else?
yep, yeah. Um, so why did we get rejected? Um, I think you kind of answered it there. Like it was a little too complicated for maybe I think your camera's off. Um,
I turned it off for a second.
oh, I think it's just a little too complicated for like I mean this is what they're saying to us. It's a little too complicated for like your new store owner who's like maybe just starting an e-commerce and they're not familiar with building a website. Um, so that the way Slab is set up can be like a little overwhelming for that. Which I don't disagree. Like that's definitely a valid point. Um, I also think setting up a theme, period, even some of the default themes, like it's it's not an easy process either. I mean, I know I've
No, it's not.
like I know I've heard stories people working at Shopify or Shopify support or like dealing with merchants directly, like they have problems logging in. Merchants have problems like
Yeah.
uploading products. Like at the end of the day, it's I mean, at least what we built is more geared for like experts, like people who probably are a bit more familiar with the theme editor or maybe more familiar with like
I mean,
web
yeah, certainly,
design.
like 100%.
Um, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's pretty much what they said. It's like going to be a bit too difficult to use. which is unfortunate, but like maybe it's a blessing because now we can sell it on our own platform, and we have a bit more kind of freedom around that.
Well, yeah, I mean, like that. I think that's important, but I also think being one of the first people with like our foot at the door in terms of like theme blocks and really understanding theme blocks. Like, I'm willing to argue you probably understand theme blocks and how to work with them, really how to develop them, probably a lot better than most of the people on Earth right now.
Mm,
Spinning on this rock, huh? You don't think so? I think that might be fair to say.
I mean,
How
there's
many people
probably
really?
not a lot of people who
Yeah, right. But truthfully,
you could probably fit
um,
them in a room.
yeah, you probably fit them in a room. But that's fair and humble. Um, where was I going with this? I completely forget. But I don't think it's a bad idea to, I don't know, to go this route. And I also think one of the reasons why we were rejected in the first place isn't so much that what we did was right or wrong. It's that Shopify probably sees that level of complexity from one of the people who've worked with Shopify's infrastructure for so long and has like made this thing and have probably thinks that people aren't necessarily ready for it. And also,
Yeah,
I think it should be Shopify's duty to to work with their own platform a little bit more and get people involved in the process of like learning how to use a theme editor and learning how to use the backend. Like the amount of people that I work with on a daily basis that don't understand the difference between a theme issue and like a Shopify issue is a pretty glaring issue, and it's not their fault. Like, how can you really differentiate the two when a theme is fundamentally built into Shopify's infrastructure?
yeah, yeah,
But also, is that something that we have to tackle as theme developers, or is that something that Shopify should be dealing with?
yeah.
And if it's something that Shopify should be dealing with, which I think we can, as developers, agree that it should be Shopify dealing with.
I agree.
Um,
I mean,
yeah,
like
like those systems fall into place.
my big thing is like Shopify made like there was like such a big deal out of like announcing theme blocks, and it's like, oh, this is a new way. This is how we're building themes. This is how we're building Horizon. We're gonna use theme blocks. Um, but they didn't really tell theme developers or theme partners like how they want this implemented, like specifically. They just said like here are the docs, like here's how you can do it. Um, like from a purely like code point of view. And so the actual implementation, like they didn't specify like to what degree they want that implemented. So like we went ahead and did that, and then they're like, oh yeah, that's actually not what we wanted. So it's like it is a little frustrating as partners to not have more like support. So we have to like just we have to build a theme for a full year and then submit it and then get feedback. It's like, well, maybe you guys could have been a bit more clear from the start, and we could have.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, either way, Shopify was very nice. They did say like they like Slab and they think we should release it externally, like third party. So you know what? That's what we did.
yeah, exactly. And I do think that, like, I do think once the ball really gets rolling, it could be thoroughly the right play. But now it kind of falls onto us, which we've never experienced before.
Yeah, that's
Which is
exactly it.
partially the reason why this is getting released to the general public.
Yeah, now we have to actually do marketing,
Yeah,
which is uh which is what we're doing right now.
daunting, a little exciting,
Yep.
a little confusing.
Yeah.
So if anybody watches this and you want to chime in, and you've specifically sold anything online that isn't your stereotypical, I want to say highly or easily marketable product, that it's more of a service than it is a physical product, holler at your boys. Holler at your boys. Call them below.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would say
yeah.
like,
Well, okay, I will say like I actually I've been getting so many ads on my Instagram because I've been clicking these things.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
we'll grow your business. We'll get your business 100, like 1 million views on Instagram Reels, and you don't pay a dime unless we get you 1 million views. And this is a
Yeah.
completely done for you service. All you have to do is sit down and record once a month for 1 hour, and we make 80 pieces of content. Like I've been getting all those fucking ads, and
Okay. That's bad.
I've actually been
Got
clicking
Mr.
them.
Brown's.
Wait, what is that?
Mr. Brown? It's coffee in a can.
Is it good?
They're actually $1.50, and it's like 30 degrees outside, and I've been buying them to drink in the morning instead of using the Nespresso machine. I love them.
Um, yeah. See,
My third one.
I'm
Sorry.
not really a coffee drinker, but the odd time I will I'll get like an ice cap, which I have literally right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, you have an ice cap right now, huh?
yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
Cool.
Okay, you kind of what was I just saying? The
Oh
word
yeah. I'm sorry.
um
Um.
yes, so I've been getting all these
Oh, the
ads
ads. Yeah.
from these different marketing agencies like talking about like what kind of services they offer and how they can like grow your service or your product business with ads. They'll like run your ads. So I've actually been clicking through on a lot of those ads and filling out the forms and um, trying to get more information on a lot of these services. And they are they're very like sus, honestly. Like
Yeah.
anyone who's saying they'll get you 1 million views or you don't pay, it's like I don't.
Well, they're just botting. Like it must just be bots, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know, but I literally I did a call with this guy yesterday. Um, and first of all, like the weirdest thing is like you fill out these forms, and it's like it's like I'm like signing up for like some online coaching. Like the landing pages are like so convoluted. It's just like so full of stuff. But I'm like, okay, like your pitch kind of got me. Like I'm interested. Like, can you do our marketing? So
Yeah.
I was talking to this guy yesterday, and basically his thing is like, okay, yeah, he was saying it would make sense for us to run ads for our services, use short form videos, and direct traffic to a funnel where people can book meetings. That sounds great. And I'm not denying that that's probably a really good strategy. But I gotta say, like, I hate how like pushy these guys are. Like, you sign up for any of these things, and they go like full sales mode. I just told this guy like, okay, like you know what, I'm gonna need some time to think about it and like talk to my team. He's like, your team, like, are they gonna make the decision? Like, aren't you the business owner? I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's a bit of a crazy play.
And I'm like, he's like, what if your team says they don't want more clients? I think that's time. I think you need a new team. I'm like, okay, like what? Like, dude, we literally just met, and you're telling me to fire my team?
Wait, he said that?
Yeah, he's like, he basically said, if you don't hire us, you should find a different team. So,
Maybe he's on to something.
so just based on that, I mean, like, I was down with this whole pitch. Like, everything you said made sense, but like, I don't like your energy, dude. So, I don't know if I'm even gonna talk to you again.
Well, maybe he'll see this and he'll be like, they might be right. Maybe I'm a little too pushy.
Yeah, but
Saying, are you the one that makes the decision is crazy.
yeah,
Like, do you wear the pants in a relationship?
no, I
Yeah.
just, whatever. But I mean, I do probably agree that doing ads for high ticket services probably makes sense, and I think that's something we could probably try. I know, right? We're in the middle of launching our Slab ads. Maybe after we do that, we do some services ads.
Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't start doing the services ads like right away as well.
Yeah, I mean, we have the capacity to take on a few clients, so might as well.
Yeah, 100%. So what happened with gum loop earlier? By the way, I didn't understand your second message, and I was like, I'm not going to bother. We'll talk about it when we see it.
Oh my God. Okay, so
How did
okay,
you even manage that?
okay, so you know in Gumloop how we had like those automations and they were like part of the organization, and then there was like you like for a while you're like, oh, I can't see the agent because it was like my
Yeah,
agent, and then there's the ones that were under the organization. So I thought I was deleting the ones that were just under my profile, not like the ones under Brickspace. But
sure.
but yeah, whatever. I deleted them. Yeah.
Damn, that sucks. The ticket one, the ticket creation one, ticket maxing was coded too.
Yeah,
Well, whatever. You did that one. I swear you did that fast too.
I did. I did.
It probably took me like
We can
30
redo
minutes.
that if we need it. Like honestly, I went into Gumloop because I was like, we're kind of spending a lot of money on it. I feel like we can just. I don't know if we really need that. Like right
Yeah.
now.
How much were you? How much was? I mean, we don't have to talk about this online, but
Uh,
it was too much a month. Yeah.
I mean, I think it was like over 100. We just weren't using it that much.
No, not enough. Not like I think that'll be fair
If
when like the like service maxing kind
yeah,
of kicks in,
yeah.
and we really start to implement a lot of that. It'll make sense to. But then again, like
At that point, we can just
it,
like build it into our like build
I was
our
just
own
gonna
stuff.
say, we should really start doing glue. Like I was thinking about glue.
Glue.
Um, yeah. Now I don't. We don't want to expose too much in this meeting, but there's more plans.
Yeah, we have like a lot of projects or side projects we're working on.
Yeah.
Which I will say it's very cool that like um with the advent of automated code generation and AI, and you can just type something in, it'll like give you an app. It's very
Yeah.
cool that like I've had so many ideas for like different products and like it's like software solutions like to build, and like now I feel like we
I
can
mean, it
actually,
takes so long.
yeah, now I
Yeah.
feel like we actually can do a lot of them, some of them at
I
least.
agree.
Like it's
I
cool.
would also be absolutely cooked without them.
Oh, totally.
Like I am Claude. I am a Claude coder.
Yeah,
Um, and I know enough to hang, but certainly don't know how to code the way Thomas does. So we're
yeah,
incredibly thankful for those services. Whoever's seeing this, thank you.
yeah. The
Um,
data
yeah,
centers.
I agree. The data centers will pick up on it. You're right.
I
I have more slab questions.
Why don't they put the data centers in underwater? Why don't they just put them in the Arctic, like in the ocean, so they don't have to pay for cooling?
True. You might be on to something.
Or like not even the Arctic. Like why don't they just put them like up a mountain, somewhere that's just cold?
Yeah, that's feasible. All the service workers will love climbing a mountain to maintain their data centers.
I mean, well, like
You have
if
to
you're,
hike your remote phone.
I don't think it's that crazy. If people are talking about like building entire like power
I,
plants
I
just
don't
to power these things,
I don't see why it would be either. Yeah.
like
All jokes aside, there obviously there's going to be some issues with all of that, but like I just think we're probably missing something glaring, and truthfully, it's a lot of it's probably due to accessibility, which you argue.
there's
A lot of it is
I I literally
the
saw a
people around that
company
would service these things.
I saw a company that's building satellites that have data centers in them, like
Crazy.
orbiting fucking data centers, like in the sky.
Orbiting data centers is nuts.
So
Um,
I don't know
mo-
if they can build them in space. I don't know why they can't just put them put them under the water.
who's the Silk Road guy again?
I don't know.
Forget it. Ross Ulbricht. That's what it was. Ross Ulbricht should have Ulbricht. I don't know. Should have waited until the orbiting data centers came out, and then they never would have been able to get those servers. You remember what happened with that?
No, I mean other
They
than he's
actually
in jail.
they found this. No, he's not. Trump pardoned him.
Oh
He's out
really?
of
Oh,
jail. He is
didn't know
out of
that.
jail. Yeah, he is a free man,
Damn, good
which
for
is
him.
kind of insane. Yeah, he's out, which is so nuts because the FBI, I mean federal courts, wanted to make an example of him. So he was getting like 40 years or something absurd. I forget what it was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Ross. I know it's a crazy, crazy talking point, but he created something nuts. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I want to pull up these slab questions.
Yeah, Paula, do you have them?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we can also talk about other new things. We have our website. We have a new website for. We have catalog, um, palette, new B2B app.
Yeah. We'll talk about catalog a little bit because I think the next thing on the chopping block, like I think we go slab services and then catalog. Um,
Let me share my
I
screen.
think that would be cool. Yeah, you should do that.
Um, is this sharing?
It is.
Okay. So, all I mean, this actually all ties into the theme store, the limitations of the Shopify theme store, and why we had to build our own system or own website for this. So the big thing with Shopify themes on the theme store is, let me just open up the theme store. If you go to the theme store, and I will look for one of our themes, I'll open up Space. So the thing with the theme store is you can have these different presets to kind of showcase what's possible with the theme, but you're limited to 5 presets. So as a theme developer, it's more lucrative to build a more narrow focused theme that does kind of a specific layout or a specific design rather than building like a modular system that can do anything.
Yeah.
Because that way you can just launch a new theme, um, and then you get more listings in the theme store.
Yeah.
The thing that sucks about that is if you have a theme that is modular, well, you can probably do more than five different layouts. Like with Slab, I feel like there's really the options are endless. Like you have over 100 blocks, you can mix and match them, you can kind of do anything. So it's much more than 5. You can do much more than different like 5 designs. Um, and there's no way for us to showcase that on the theme store, even if we did get approved. So that's kind of the idea behind catalog. Is this is now a place where we can go in and showcase our different designs for Slab, or other themes potentially. So if I click view all presets, this now brings us to our other website catalog, and so this is now showing the different presets for Slab, and you can
Yeah.
toggle between desktop and mobile. Um, the cool thing here is I even uploaded our own like brickspacelab.com website as a preset. So if you like our website, you can go ahead and copy this to your own Shopify account and use this as a starting point.
That's right. Visit brickspacelab.com, folks.
Yeah.
On
So
that note as well, I think it would be probably a good idea, maybe with a different version of catalog. Well, I mean, this version of catalog is ready to do it too, but I know there's more things on the chopping block. But it would be cool to consider putting catalog like in the header of brickspacelab.com. Like go back to our original site.
mm-hmm.
You want to go to Brickspace?
Mm-hmm.
and like actually putting it, I think, right at the top,
Mm.
and then catalog like catalog logo, and then a super brief description
Yeah.
like catalog a layout of our layouts. Obviously, work on the wording a little bit,
Yeah.
but
A layout of our layouts.
layout of our layouts,
Well,
our
I
layouts.
I have it in the footer here. Explore growing
Yeah.
catalog for library of 400 of the best e-commerce designs.
How many people are really scrolling all the way down there?
I mean, the other thing is there like I don't think we're really using our website to drive traffic to another website. Um, we don't get a lot of traffic to our website. Um,
No, for sure.
I think the play is that catalog will eventually, I mean, ideally, a lot of the pages here we want to start ranking in Google where it's like, okay, if you search like clothing, for example, this could then become, I think we're like gonna put this out soon, where it's like this would be like, oh, the 20 best e-commerce designs um, for inspiration. So then, like, if you're googling like clothing e-com website examples, like 11 beautifully designed clothing websites. So basically, every filter and catalog will have like a page that can potentially start ranking for all those different search terms. There's
Yeah,
obviously going to be a lot to do to get that ranking, but I think getting that content in there is the first place, and I mean getting people to the site, but
yeah,
that's the idea.
I agree. And on that note, you are hiring a content and SEO manager. So if you're seeing this, you specialize in everything that Colin's talking about right now. You have a job posting. Yeah, we'll post that. We'll even post that with this video. Yeah,
Um,
it's on Contra. Yeah.
wait, I think it's in our
You're
website.
also incentivizing students. Should be. I hope it is. Yeah, content manager.
Yeah,
You're incentivizing some students. If you want to hook up some students, that's some cool work. So if you are a younger student or an older student, you specialize in this work, take a look.
yeah. I think we just really want to hire anyone who's like some hungry kid who wants to like actually just try a bunch of things marketing wise, and like they are
I agree.
excited about that and down to get their fingers in into the pie and try a bunch of different things basically.
Yeah,
Content marketing.
it's a lot of content marketing. You call it. I
Yeah,
mean, it is. It's really not your standard marketing. I don't know. What do we know? Maybe this is standard marketing.
I feel
Could
like
be,
that
right?
kind of is the new paradigm.
In a sense, yeah. I agree. I think that's fair.
Yeah. Okay, this is
Um,
33 minutes
well,
on the recording.
we've already hit the 30-minute mark. Yeah, boom. Um, well, there's a few more things we could go over too,
Okay,
or we could save.
I don't, depends what they is. All right, I'm gonna hit.
Most of it's honestly covered. Say
Well,
again?
I just said I'm gonna hit a board slide on my video game while you're
Yeah.
thinking.
So, the owner is actually currently playing skate right now.
Should I turn my camera around?
No, but I was thinking, yeah, I mean, you turn the camera on for the people, so they can see you bust it down. I was thinking you should do a Piper cam.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I actually take all my meetings and I have this video game going at the same time because I don't know what kind of mental condition that is, but It's something probably. Anyways, is that? I think that's good. I think we just covered a lot of stuff.
I think we did. We
E-commerce,
did cover a lot of stuff.
e-commerce. You know what else
The
is?
basics.
You know what else is
But
cool that is coming up in July? The Shopify.dev conference, and
oh yeah,
me and you both have tickets to that. So if you're watching this and you're gonna be there, if you're gonna be there, um, then we're gonna be there. So say hello. And
that's right.
on that note, on that note, thanks for watching. Thanks for being cool, and we'll see you on the next episode or whatever.
Signing out.
Yeah, let me hit unrecord on this or stop.